And for part 2 of this brief series, where I talk about the senior and coach finalists for the 2021 Pro Football Hall of Fame class. In the last video, I talked about the Oakland/Los Angeles Raiders legendary head coach Tom Flores, who was named a finalist for his 3rd year in a row as a coach. But not only that, today, Drew Pearson was named. Yes, that's right. Legendary Cowboys wide receiver Drew Pearson was named as the senior finalist for this year. The sad thing is that, well, the ones that want to campaign for more seniors and the hall itself said, nah, we're going to have only one senior per year, which was a terrible move, and it's pissed a lot of people off and still has. Push for more seniors, guys. We need 10. We need a 10 person with 2 seniors, even 3 seniors in per year. But going back to Drew Pearson, this was a man that caught the Hail Mary from Roger Staubach. This was a man that was a finalist last year, and while everyone talked about Randy Gradishar or Laverne Dilwig or even Al Lister or Roger Craig, Drew Pearson was the one that people were upset missed it the most. Why was that the case? Because he thought he was going to make it this year. He thought he was going to make it in 2020, and he had a whole camera crew set up to see his positive reaction. But when he missed it, we saw something we rarely see. We see what happens. We see the anguish and the heartbreak that goes through people when they've been snubbed. And the hall and the voters saw that and saw the negative reaction that rightfully came out of it because, again, you talk about first team all decade as much as you want, but yet when Harold Carmichael, no offense to Carmichael, but when you make a huge presence for first team all decades and when the second team guy makes it instead of the first team guy, there's a bit of an issue on your hands, a lot of hypocrisy on your hands. But no offense to Harold Carmichael, I wanted him too. I'm very happy he made it. But in a group of people that talk how much first team all decades matter, and yet you don't add a first team all decade person, you add a second team instead, that's a testament to hypocrisy. I'm happy for the fans, family members, former players of the Dallas Cowboys that advocate for their support for the wide receiver. We need more receivers in. Drew Pearson was an obvious choice. Again, 3-time All-Pro, 4-time All-Pro, 3-time Pro Bowler. You could say that's kind of low, but first team all decade's first team all decade. And he caught the Hail Mary, and he caught a lot of important plays caught a lot of important passes in the playoffs when his team really needed them. And even though I may be more of a Harold Jackson guy myself, I cannot deny how important Drew Pearson had to be in the Hall of Fame. He should have been in a while ago. He should have been in, just like Flores, at least a decade ago. He should have made it last year. Fortunately, he should make it this year. But we should not excuse the fact that wait took so long. We'll be thankful, but we're never going to forget the unfortunate wait that you had to put this man through, the wait that you had to sit his family through or his teammates through or the people that truly cared about him. Same with Flores. To see a man wait his whole life for this, to cry on TV. I'm happy he's making it, but it shouldn't get to that level for him to make it. It shouldn't. But either way, I'm happy he did. I'm happy he's a finalist. And he better get what he deserves. You treat him like a Hall of Famer. Why don't you actually make him one instead? That's all I got to say about it. Take care, everyone. And again, congratulations to Drew Pearson and Tom Flores for being finalists for the senior and coach section of the Pro Football Hall of Fame this year. Next week, we should get who the contributor finalist is. I'm hearing it could be Bill Nunn from the Pittsburgh Steelers or even head of officiating Art McNally. Those are 2 names I've heard, but either way, we're not going to know for sure until next week. Take care, everyone, and again, congrats to Tom and congrats to Drew and their family and their fans. This may be their award, but they would have not done it without the support of all of you that pushed and campaigned the way for this to happen. You all deserve this award as much as he does, as much as they do. This is just their award. This is yours. They are who they are because of you. Take care, guys, and again, congrats.